So, there are so many news you will find that online education is not suitable, we are not enjoying, the students have a very less attention span. So many negative thoughts about an online education. But anyhow, the show must go on and we have to find out the ways how to make it more interactive. If you learn this learning pyramid, you will agree all these tools are possible with an online mode also. Lecture mode, you can do only 5%, reading 10%, audio visual 20%, demonstration 30%, 50% discussion, practice doing 75%, teach others 90%. Tell me which are not possible even in online educations. All nowadays, all these things you can do at online also. As a teachers, we have to understand how effectively we can use this learning pyramid. So you have to remember this learning pyramid. Moving ahead, my next question to you is just I want to ask you, do you know the types of learner? Anyone knows the types of learner? Is there type of learner is there? Have you learned something? You can type in chat box. Type of learners. Every individual, every student is different. So if you know certain types, high achiever, okay. What else? That some of you are 9 types, which are slow learners, visual. Very good.
सबकी
Visual
बौद्धिक
learners.
क्षमता अलग होती है सर.
Yeah.
सभी बच्चों की बौद्धिक क्षमता अलग होती है, तो उनके हिसाब से
हाँ.
हमें देखना पड़ता है.
Yes.
सभी बच्चों की बौद्धिक क्षमता एक समान नहीं होती, कोई स्लो
Very
लर्नर
good.
होता है, कोई फास्ट
Very
होता है,
good. Very good.
तो हमें
Very
उसके
good.
हिसाब से देखना पड़ता है हर बच्चों को.
Yeah. So you agree, all the teachers are agree, every students are different, every individual has to different. So that is one of the reason we should not use only one method of teaching pedagogy to all types of students. So understanding types of learner, audio, some of the students are audio visual, some of the learners are kinesthetic learners, some of learners are music lover learners. So linguistics, logical, mathematical, so naturalistic, no, these are kinesthetic. So visual type of learners, which types of teaching tools you can use? Charts, graphs, graphic organizer, lesson outlines, picture aids, PowerPoints. That's why there is a suggestion that looking with all types of learners, you should use these blending tools. Some of auditory learners learn by hearing, so that they will prefer that one. Read alouds, listening centers, discussion repeats. So some are very clever on read and write. I remember one of the session of Bang, Rani Bang and Abhay Bang, and she was telling us that she is having 2 kids. One is never go to school, and another is never miss a single day of school. Both are with an high achiever also. So what I mean to say, because these are the types of learners. So ready to write and kinesthetic, learn with by doing. So this is a mixed class that you have. Considering all these facts, that is one of the reason we should not stick up with a single method of teaching pedagogy for your course, and you try to use multiple tools by considering that your class having the mix up of these all types of students. Moving ahead, I will suggest you on this line some of the online tools to you. This is an betterlesson.com, which tools will guide you on this about how to prepare this lesson plan. This is some of the online platform, just I am mentioning you so that you can understand this. Then there are so many lesson plan has been given, activity has been given, introduction to rational functions with real world. So that will help you. Just this is a help you to, if you are not able to design your lesson plan, then just go what Worldwide is doing in my course. So these are some of the online platforms I am just going to suggest you. Then according to your class, you have to use this assessment method also. So if you are a class teacher of 5th class, or you are a teacher of mathematics again for 5th class, so before teaching to a class from the first day, you should diagnostic what is the level of your fourth, whether they had learned up to and fourth, whatever you are supposed to do. So diagnostic method that you have to use. Assessment a students with strengths, weaknesses, knowledge and skill prior to instruction. So before going to course, you have to understand which of the students you have. Then you should go with this formative type of assessment. Assess the students' performance during the instructions and usually occurs regularly throughout the instruction process. Continuous assessment nowadays, that is one of the reason in national education policy they had mentioned that every day there is an assessment, so that the fear of examinations will also get reduced, and at the end of session whether students has understood or not. And 360-degree of assessment method is also. So summative measures a student's achievement at the end of instruction. So at the each session also, mid semester also, and end semester also. So continuous assessment process. So this in the school education, national education policies also talk on this. The assessment is a continuous process, and then you find the changes, the very high reflections in the students' outcome. So anyhow, we have to keep in mind all these things before learning any kind of tools.